Hey, it's Matthew, David Hurtado, and I want to tell you about the way that I like to use the DNA Evolve, and I'm going to show you how to make what I call the Supermind recipe. So, how would you like to have your brain sharp, on point, all day long, and to be able to take it to the next level, and not have to resort to, sorry, no, nothing against this, but energy drinks, all right? Well, let's just put aside the energy drink and let's talk about something that you can do that may be a little more beneficial for you in the long term and also in the short term. So what we're looking for is we're looking for some way to give ourselves the edge mentally, to be able to focus, concentrate, and to integrate on a wide scope scale and to be able to be at our best all day and feel amazing too. So here's what I like to do. Step number one is to use bulletproof coffee. Now, bulletproof coffee is simple. Here's what you do. You get some organic coffee, and what you do is you take some grass-fed organic butter and take about a tablespoon and just, put it right in there. Now, this might look gross to you, but here's the thing. You have to understand your brain is essentially all fat. And so when you put in this butter, it's going to help recirculate the caffeine in your brain. Now, bulletproof coffee by itself is pretty amazing, but in my opinion, it's nothing compared to when you add in DNA Evolve, and this is my other secret weapon, omegas. And I want you to stick around after I take this because I want to educate you on why you might want to consider getting omega-3s in your diet seriously. So let's get the bulletproof ready. I do like to add stevia in there as well. Stevia is amazing, and that's what I use for a sweetener. So I mix it up, and I want you to get a look at this. This is what the coffee should look like, just like that. See the butter on the top? That's bulletproof coffee. It's simple. Now, putting all this together, price-wise, is under $2. This will set me up all night long. I've got a huge night. I've got 2 workouts to go, and I've got to crush it mentally with some business projects I'm working on. So I'm going to be up late. I've got to be sharp. Here's what we're going to do. DNA Evolve. Take a full dropper full. Set your day up this way. Give it a try and see how it goes. Hold it under your tongue for 10 seconds. You're going to need 2 of these. This will give you 1,000 milligrams or 1 gram of omega-3s. Now, before you say, oh, he's just pitching me on another product, no, just stop and listen, because I'm going to tell you why this is going to be so important for you. 2 of these. And then we're going to enjoy the coffee while I give you the presentation here. That is fantastic. Wait until you try this. You gotta have the right ingredients though. You gotta use the organic butter. You gotta use that. And you gotta don't use margarine. You cannot use margarine or that fake synthetic crap. It won't work. You gotta use organic butter. All right, so let's get to it. We have a serious problem in our country and we have a simple solution, and I wanna go over it with you. We have an oil deficiency epidemic. In May of 1996, and the American Psychiatric Association concluded that 90% of the population have measurable brain abnormalities. Think about this. Your brain is mostly all fats. Now here's what's going on. We're going to talk about omega-3s. This is an essential fatty acid that your body does not produce, and yet you require it every day. Your cells are looking for it. You can find it in fish and plants, but you got to be careful, and you have to watch out when you purchase oils, all right? Because you want to avoid radiation, mercury, and impurities. 75% of your brain is cholesterol by weight. Your nerves, your sex hormones, they're all made from cholesterol. Now, we have a rise of heart disease in our country, and guess what? Alzheimer's started showing up, guess when? When statin drugs came out. Statin drugs reduce cholesterol. See, if you want to find the answers to things, you look in the scientific journals and you look in the research, biochemistry speaking, and don't look at your doctor, because your doctor is not trained in any of this stuff if he's a natural, like a medical doctor. A naturopath, maybe. But you've got to do the research yourself, because they're going to put you on drugs. And drugs, as you know, They say when you grow up, drugs kill, right? Well, think about that for a while. Now, over the last 140 years, we've had a shift in the type and the quantity of oils that we're consuming. 90% of our population, we're not getting the right assortment of oil in our body. Oils are so important. The wrong oils compromise your function. They interfere with nutrient transportation and muscle activity, digestion, brain function, and most importantly, the inflammatory process, which is the disease process. Now, even obesity is affected by this. Your hormones, okay, your cells have a layer around them, and that's the fat. It has a fat layer, and those cells communicate through hormones. They're chemical messengers. When you have the wrong oil balance in your body, your chemical messengers cannot communicate effectively in your body. And so, have you ever known anybody that's suffering from brain fog, depression, bipolar, all these certain things, and then the doctor puts them on, some Prozac or puts them on some other kind of drugs? Well, why don't you consider the actual science of your body instead of thinking that maybe you're not as messed up as you are if you're one of those people? Because I was one of those people, and I found the L5-MTHF that helped me with the gene mutation. And also I want to talk to you about the fats because it's so important for brain function. So omega-3 changes the way your body functions. Omega-3s can change the way your body functions, period. Almost extinct in our diets today, the proper oils. We're not getting them. And all the cells in our body, they do communicate through hormones. So here are the culprits. Let's just get to the problem. Make-believe frankenfoods like fake fish and fake meat. These things are not real anymore. We're getting all this fake stuff, and most importantly, most of our processed foods these days are bad oils. Corn, sunflower, peanut, soy, canola, safflower. Just take a look at all of your packaged protein bars, all of your boxed foods, or any of the oils you buy, and they're processed, they're bad, they're awful. And for people that think that they eat healthy and they're eating organic coconut oil and they're taking nuts and seeds and they're eating good meats, guess what? The omega-3 and 6 balance ratios are out of whack. There has to be a balance, and I'm going to show you that scale right now. So your body's looking for a scale of 1-to-1 with omega-3s and 6s. Now, these are called essential fatty acids because your body does not produce them. You have to take them in through your food. Unfortunately, here's the scale here. The average American through the standard American diet, instead of a 1-to-1 ratio, they're running a 17-to-1 ratio of omega-6 to 3. So what that means is their whole biochemistry is out of whack. And that causes all sorts of problems. The cells can't communicate properly. It causes inflammation. And here are some qualified health claims that Dr. Joel Wallach put out that he had the FDA approve because the scientific literature was so profound that they couldn't deny it. So the proper omega-3s will virtually eliminate the risk of a thrombotic stroke. So stroke. This is qualified health claims, all right? Pulmonary embolism virtually eliminates the risk of that. Coronary thrombosis, deep vein thrombosis. So we're talking about things that are awful, and some of these things that just drop you dead, okay? This is qualified health claims. These aren't just quacks making up, claims that, I got rid of this with my aunt's witch hazel. No, we're talking about stuff that is real, scientifically published literature. So here's the solution that you can do. Let's just get to the chase. What can you do that's so simple that can put your biochemistry back in track, help you get your peak mental performance? Well, I started from the beginning and worked all the way to the end, or the other way around. I started from the end and went back to the beginning, because this is what I do every single day. And here's a solution for you that is so simple to get your omegas back on track again. Step number 1, get a high quality fish oil like the one that we have, an omega that's been tested for purity and it doesn't contain any of the toxic ingredients that can harm you. Take 1 gram of these a day. That's a regular serving. It's a 30-day bottle. Then get a coffee grinder and buy some flax seeds. Grind up some flax seeds and sprinkle those on every meal that you have all throughout the day. And you will find your omega-3 ratio coming back into balance as you start to eliminate some of the bad oils in your diet. How do you do that? Just look at the processed foods you're eating and just know that they probably all have bad oils in them. So try to shop the outskirts of the supermarket where the real food exists. You know, like the fruits, the vegetables, the seeds, the nuts, the lean proteins. Try to buy the leanest cuts of meat as you can, and bring back in that balance by adding in the sprinkled flaxes, taking your omegas, and most importantly, try my Super Mind formula and just see how your day goes. Give it the benefit of the doubt. For under $2, you can get all of this, including the organic butter, into your morning ritual, midday ritual, whatever you want to do, and just observe and notice how your day gets better and better if you're like me. See how it goes. I'm not a doctor. These aren't medical health claims, and I'm not telling you to do any of this for medical advice. That's my disclaimer. And I'm not here to heal, treat, prevent, or cure your disease. So this is for entertainment purposes only. Put it to the test, and I think you're going to fall in love with this, because this is how you kick ass. Take care.